Hello everyone and welcome back to the 14th part tutorial of the beginner guide into Maya. So this time what I want to do is I want to get rid of this human figure kind of you know one suggestion for you. You may want to keep this. I don't know, maybe later on we will do something else with it, but I do prefer to do some other things in order to just make it simpler for you to learn other tools or other stuff that I do want to teach following this series. So I'm going to start a new scene, okay? And I don't want to save this. So the next thing will be few things. I mean, I will try to explain other things as for tools because I really think that it will require it from you to work with them. I don't know, whenever you will choose to start and model your own stuff. So we shall see. The first thing, I'm going to create a cube here. It will be a very simple cube and very simple demonstration of this tool. I'm going to scale this up, right click, choose vertices, and I'm going to grab those vertices and simply stretch them over here. Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit scaling over here and press F8. Now, with that shape as it is right now, let's say, I don't know, that this is the arm of this human figure, and I want to add one edge loop somewhere here, okay? So shift right click, and I'm going to insert edge loop. I'm going to make sure that this tool is resetted, and I will create this new edge loop over here, okay? So now, let's say I'm not satisfied with where this edge is, and the logic way to fix this is just simply undo whatever I did and again create this line. So I will undo that and simply bring it over here. Okay, so let's say we are dealing with other issues and we still want this to be not at the same position where it is right now. So what you generally will do, you will simply click on the edge and you have an option to double click on the same edge and it will loop select it, okay? And we will touch this later on about selection a little bit more. So we double clicked on this edge and it loop selected it, and right now I want to move this and relocate this edge to other place on this arm. So what usually will people do will move it with the move tool, and this is what will happen. It will change the entire shape as what you see here. So the best way to do this, there is a tool which after you double click on it, you press the shift and right click at the same time. And here you have what's so-called slide edge tool. So whenever you pick this option, then Maya will tell you drag with middle mouse button. So you click and hold middle mouse button and simply drag it from right to left, wherever position you want. Okay, so there is, there is a benefit from it. Basically, it doesn't really changing the entire shape. It keeps it as it is, and you can put your place your edge simply with a little bit more accuracy, or well, it's not that accurate. I mean, there is a problem with this tool. It's very sensitive, and sometimes it's just lagging. I don't know, but it's good to know that this tool is there. So this is why I'm showing you this. So next thing is something that we already talked about. It's the it's the smooth preview. Okay, I'm gonna delete this thing. Well, delete, and I'm gonna create a new cube here. Okay, so as I told you, we have this smooth preview option, right? Well, I don't know, Maya doesn't want to snap from this message. So we have this smooth preview option. And whenever you use smooth preview option, again, as it says it is, it's only a preview. Okay. Now by default, Maya doesn't know how to render a preview, and basically what will happen is if we're going to use the simple render of Maya software, okay, I clicked here to open the render setting, and if we're going to use the Maya software by default, if we will try to render a smooth preview, which I will apply now by pressing 3, okay, so this cube will appear as a sphere, right? But if you're going to click here in order to render this, what will happen, it will remain as a cube, okay? So Maya software doesn't know how to render this as smooth preview. So what you generally want to do is you want to come over here and switch from render using Maya software to mental ray, okay? Whenever you will take this step and you're going to render this, now your cube will appear as a sphere. Now, this is one thing, but whenever you want to use mental ray, which by default probably won't appear here, is you want to make sure you load mental ray from the plugin manager. So you want to come over Window, Setting Preferences, and down here in this submenu, you have a plugin manager. You're going to open it up, and down here, generally, you'll find the maya2mr.mll, okay? So in order to load it right now, you're going to tick this option, and for the next time you close Maya and reopen it, you want to make sure that this one also as well as checked. So this just will make sure that next time Maya will load it automatically without the need of you to come here and load it, okay? So I'm going to close this and then I will continue and explain whatever I want, what I really care about, basically. So in most of my models, whenever I model hard surfaces, before I decided to really use the mesh smooth option, which I already introduced you to, so what I will do is I want to have some kind of, areas on my model that will look somewhat sharp, but as well as smooth. So how are we going to do this? How are we going to make a cube like this to be a little bit smooth with smooth preview, but make sure that it will still remain a cube and not a sphere while we're doing this. So it's very, very simple. So for each edge you have here on this cube, it will require from you to add extra edge in order, basically 2 extra edge from each side of this edge in order to make it look sharp whenever you're going to smooth preview it. So right now, whenever we press 3, it turns into the sphere. I press 1 to exit the smooth preview, and I'm going to hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop, and we'll begin with this process. Now, this is what I meant. You add 1 edge loop here, okay? So you see, right now we have, for this edge, we have a secondary edge next to it, and I'm going to add another edge. So please only focus on this edge here, okay? Only this. So this one has, right now, 1 edge from this side and 1 edge from this side. Now, at the same time, we already created for this edge a secondary edge, but we need another one from here. So I'm going to add 1 more edge loop over here, okay? Now, I won't complete it right now because I want to show you what the effect of this. So I'm going to press 3, and now you will see how this cubic shape, while I pressed the smooth preview option, turns into that shape, okay? So with only 2 supporting edges from each side of each sharp edge that you have, this will maintain the sharpness of your edge. So other edges that doesn't have these two supporting edges from each side will turn into something like what we have here. And those who doesn't have at all edges, so they will remain with the spherical kind of shape. So with that knowledge, I'm going to press 1 to exit this smooth preview, and I'm going to continue and add on the entire edges for each edge we have here. It will take 2 minutes or less, I don't know, 1 minute. So I'm going to make sure that each edge here has its own 2 edges, and this will require from you a little bit more focus whenever you're going to do this, because you want to make sure that really each one of your edges, or wherever you want to maintain sharp edges, will have those 2 supporting edges. Now, the reason I'm talking about this is mainly because whenever I'm modeling or creating tutorials of modeling, I usually using this technique because it's for me it's like a safe area in order to make sure that everything goes right with my model. And if I'm satisfied with that, I may use the smooth the real smooth function option or whatever, and simply get rid of those extra edges that I don't really need. But at most I keep them as they are with smooth preview, and yeah, that's it. So you can always press 3 and take a look at this and make sure that it's really cubic right now. So you see the smooth preview is applied, and because we have those extra edges, it remains sharp. Now, one more thing to say about that is that whenever you add those edges, so as much as they are close to the main edge, okay, this is how sharp they will be. So if I'm gonna double click on this edge, okay, as I did with the slide edge loop tool, I'm gonna slide this edge downwards, and now if I press 3, you will see that here it's not that sharp anymore. Well, at least not as like what we have here. So this is how I'm working with smooth preview, and basically this is what I wanted to deliver, at least for this part of the tutorial. I'm gonna bring this back, bring this back over here and press F8, press 3 to smooth this, and keep it as it is. So thank you for watching. This is pretty much it for the smooth preview, and if I have some other things that I need to make sure you aware of, I will notify you with another part about this. Thank you for watching. Have a good day. Bye bye.